If you look at the entire religion of Islam, there is no such thing as extremism. Islam is such a peaceful religion, brothers and sisters, that if I describe it just with one example in the Quran, it should be the most incredible example in the Quran, which to me, it shocked me when I read it. And I realized the Spirit of God in us is so powerful that Allah is saying to me, if you see anyone out there who's subjecting tyranny in the name of God, he's a liar. Anyone who's killing somebody because he happens to be of a different school of thought or of a different religion, he's a liar. He does not represent me. And if you and I are fighting between schools of thoughts, we are ignorant if we're doing that. We're ignorant. Inna ad-deena inda Allah al-Islam. The religion to God is al-Islam. Yes, we are followers of Ahlul Bayt because we consider that to be the proper way, because that's the way that our Holy Prophet left us with. But all the other schools are in the same boat, all aiming towards Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It is upon us to teach them and for them to teach us if they are right. Allah says, "Ud'u ila sabili rabbika bil hikmati wal maw'idati al hasana." Invite people. It doesn't say with force and with beating and with shooting and with killing. With wisdom and kind exhortation. Do we do that? Let me give you a simple example before I... Musa alayhi salam was born in a period where Fir'aun, Ramses II, it is particularly believed to be based on Egyptology. He was so arrogant that he heard that a firstborn among the Bani Israel is going to destroy him. Look, even an evildoer can be availed of the future. He starts killing the firstborn. So Allah raises him in his house. He says, you don't play with God. Allah's mercy is too much on insan, on mankind. Don't mess with him. He is merciful, he is kind. Follow that. You will live in paradise on earth. If all of us followed it, this world will be a paradise before the next paradise. Musa alayhi salam is raised in his house. Then as Musa gets older, Musa leaves because he kills one of Fir'aun's persons. Musa alayhi salam goes to Madian, comes back. On his way, Allah calls him in the mountain. He says, Musa, come. اذهب إلى فرعون إنه طغى. Go to Fir'aun. He has exceeded his boundaries. Look at the command of God. He says, when you speak to Fir'aun, speak to him with a soft tongue. SubhanAllah. Brothers and sisters, a murderer, a man who calls himself God. No one has been given more right to be beaten on the head by the standards of extremism and to be shot between the eyes than Fir'aun. A murderer, an arrogant man who calls himself God. There's one thing for us Muslims or even non-Muslims, they don't call themselves God. Even then people kill them. This guy calling himself God, and he's killing. And he's killing so easily, he doesn't even have any remorse. Musa is a prophet of God. No one is more authorized to execute the command of God. For Allah says, فَدَمْدَمْ عَلَيْهِمْ رَبُّهُمْ بِذَنْبِهِمْ فَسَوَّاهُ وَلَا يَخَافُ عُقْبَاهَا. God destroyed the tribe of Thamud. And He says, I have no fear when I destroy. Okay, go destroy Fir'aun. Allah says, no. When you speak to him, you speak to him with a soft tongue. He says, قَوْلًا لَيِّنًا. Be soft with your speech. Subhanallah. Allah is saying to me, if you represent me on this earth, don't you dare be harsh to anyone. You can't get a better example of an individual who is more anti-God than Fir'aun. Who are you to represent me with your vile tongue?